My son locked up in his room because he missed his graduation road trip to watch his siblings amid an emergency. My son just graduated high school, and we were paying for him to go on a road trip with his friends. He was supposed to go on Wednesday, but my wife's mother and father got in a car accident. They live in another state, so we had to drive about 4 hours. My wife was a wreck and wasn't in a position to drive since her dad was critical. He pulled through. Luckily, we have 2 other kids. We can't leave them at home alone, and we couldn't find a sitter to watch them on such short notice. We even tried our neighbor, but he couldn't do it. So that left our 18-year-old. He was pissed, to put it mildly, but did it. I told him we would make it up to him and if he could ask if his friend could move it back a week. They couldn't, sadly. We were gone for 2 days. He pulled through. My wife stayed, and I headed back. I paid him for watching the kids and went to talk to him about getting him on the trip. It was supposed to be 2 weeks, and they should just be a state over. He blew up about ruining his trip, and there was no point going, even though it should still be 12 days of the trip. He called up a jerk and locked himself in his room. Update, well, he called his mom. Let's say it didn't end well. He did say basically the same thing he said to me. Wife had a breakdown on the phone with him. She sent him pictures of the injuries and pictures of grandpa and grandma. He finally came out of his room and told me he wasn't going to go on the trip and that the plane tickets weren't needed. Talked to my wife, never heard her that mad. Son confirmed what happened. He started yelling at her the moment the call started, and she lost her poop when he called her selfish. On the good news, grandpa has some feeling back in his legs, which was a huge concern. I had a conversation with my son about everything. Mom and he will have a conversation when she calms down. His friends are not a state over. They are about 2 down at this point and are going to Mexico. They will probably get to the border tonight. They were supposed to be going to California. He had his passport and everything ready. This is a effing mess. I haven't informed my wife yet and will wait until she is calmer. I'll leave it off with the hope that none of you ever have to deal with a situation like this. Please remember that your parents are human.